Ladies and gentlemen, now you have seen me in different video. My name is Tatiana. I am the Secretary of Ballet International. Today we shall talk about the great stars of dance. There will be several videos as this one, but each video will highlight one or two different artists of ballet, either of the past time or the actual living ones. Ballet International has created this brief portfolio or resume for educational purpose, and this for the young students of ballet, but also for their parents who need to know, to be aware, and learn, or discover further more about the culture of ballet. The star of dance that we shall discover today is Maria Taglioni. You may watch all the educational videos on the website www.balletinternational.net or on YouTube Ballet International channel, which name is at Ballet International 1. For any further inquiry, you may contact Jean-Pierre Alexandre Pribiloa, who is the administrator of Ballet International. The email address is jpp812@yandex.com. We look forward in hearing from you. Let's discover who was Maria Taglioni. Marie Taglioni, 1804 to 1884, was one of the most celebrated and influential ballet dancers of the Romantic era and a central figure in the history of European dance. Here are the key points about her and her impact on ballet. The Romantic Ballet Era. Taglioni is credited as the first star of the Romantic Ballet, which flourished in the early to mid-19th century and emphasized emotion, nature, and the supernatural. Most famous role, La Sylphide. Her breakthrough and most iconic role was the title character in the ballet La Sylphide, which premiered in Paris in 1832. This ballet, choreographed by her father, Filippo Taglioni, is considered the true start of Romantic ballet, pioneering on-point dancing. While not the absolute first to briefly rise onto the tips of the toes, Marie Taglioni is widely credited with pioneering the aesthetic use of dancing on point, on the very tips of the toes, for the entirety of a work. Her father created the choreography to showcase her ethereal and weightless style, making on point work an expressive element of the art, not just an acrobatic trick. The romantic tutu. The long, white, bell-shaped diaphanous skirt she wore in La Sylphide is the prototype of the romantic tutu, which became the standard costume for ethereal and supernatural female characters in ballets of the era. Style. Her style was characterized by an ethereal grace, lightness, and delicate quality, perfectly embodying the unattainable, spiritual female characters of romantic ballets like the Sylph. Other notable work. She was one of the 4 legendary ballerinas to perform in Jules Perrault's Pas de Quatre in 1845, a divertissement created for the Queen of England. Marie Taglioni died on April 22nd or 24th, 1884, in Marseille, France, at the age of 79. Key details about her death and burial. Date of death. Most sources state she died on April 22 or April 24th, 1884, just before her 80th birthday. Location of death. She passed away in Marseille, France, where she was living with her son in her final years. She reportedly died in poverty, despite her immense fame earlier in life. Burial. There has historically been some confusion regarding her final resting place. She was initially buried in Marseille. Her body was later moved and is generally accepted to be interred in Père Lachaise Cemetery in Paris, under her married name, the Comtesse de Voisin. The grave in Montmartre Cemetery, that is often visited by dancers and mistakenly honored as hers, actually belongs to her mother, Sophie Taglioni, née Karsten. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you have enjoyed this video. In the new video, we shall talk about Auguste Bournonville. In case you might want to send us your suggestions or ideas, this will help us to improve our work. Keep an eye on YouTube Ballet International channel for new eventual videos. Tatiana and Jean-Pierre Alexandre Pribiloa, as well as all the rest of collaborators, wish you all a lovely evening.